This goes back to 1940s. It's a Colt, United States Army, 1911. It's a Colt 45 ACP. If you're not really familiar with these, I guess you could say most of them are in 45 caliber. You can purchase them in 9mm or 38 Super, but most people think of it as a 45 caliber ACP pistol. Okay? Semi-automatic. Slides back on this one. Forward, hammer, trigger, click. So they operate much like I guess other pistols, in that they have a hammer instead of a striker like a Glock, but you have a safety here on the side, thumb safety. But the slide, comes back when you fire, picks up another round, it's into the chamber, and it's ready to fire. In that sense, it's like most semi-automatic pistols. Now this one is, as I said, it's old. It was carried in World War II. It's a Colt. It's 45 caliber, of course. It was a military issue going back to 1911 up until around the mid-80s, 1980s, when we switched over to the 9mm and the Beretta. So no modifications, of course, on this particular gun. As I said, in order for this to fire, you have to disengage the thumb safety like that, and then of course you have to depress the grip safety, which is natural as you grip the gun. So you grasp it like so, disengage the safety, click, it's ready to fire. Okay. Now this is an old one. It has the short trigger, has the mainspring, full mainspring housing there. A couple of things I don't particularly like in a 1911. Sights are horrible. You may have heard criticisms about the old 1911s and how you couldn't shoot them. Servicemen complained about them. They were nothing like probably the revolver they had shot growing up, and then they get into the service and they're handed this thing, and it really does feel different, and you have to get used to it in order to learn to shoot it. But in reality, they're pretty accurate, inherently accurate, just a little bit hard to shoot for a lot of people. This one particularly with a short trigger is a little bit difficult for me. But I like to bring it out every now and then and fire. And I'm going to fire this just a little bit, just in the interest of history. Okay. Put an old magazine in this thing. You'll notice the slide doesn't generally lock back on this one like it should on the last round it's fired. Put my gears on. I may not hit anything with this baby, but I'm going to take a couple shots. Around the chamber, ready to go. Fun. Let me take a couple more. I'm going to try something long range. I don't know if I hit anything or not, but we'll see. It's not too bad. Okay, that was 80 and then 50 yards, so they'll shoot if you can hold them steady. And I noticed the slide didn't stay back, but I'm pretty sure it's empty. We'll see. Yeah, it's empty. All right. Interesting old gun. Piece of history.